Crime scene cleaning could be anything from murders
That would be brain matter right there.
to break-ins.
It's obviously been a very violent attack.
You genuinely never know what you're going to walk into.
Major crime leaves a trail of devastation.
There's blood in the hallway, the tile, just blood everywhere.
On walls,
There's a lot of blood there.
in cars,
Someone's been attacked with a samurai on the passenger side.
soaking into carpets.
There's maggots all over this entire carpet.
Once the police have gathered the evidence, they call in the crime scene cleaners.
I haven't seen anything like this before.
Highly trained professionals in the UK and United States who clean up dangerous hazards.
The worst case scenario is the lithium and gasoline, they blow up.
Keeping the public safe.
Tenant has booby-trapped the property with needles and syringes.
The cat could have fed on the corpse.
There's the body mark right there on the bed.
How did this happen? What happened? Was they attacked?
In this series,
Testing 1, 2, 3.
body cams take us beyond the police tape into the heart of the tragedy.
Ready?
He was so badly decomposed that I would not be able to recognise him, even if he was my brother.
While leading crime experts dissect each scene.
Crime scenes can actually be an insight into the perpetrator's behaviour.
We get projected blood stain patterns when we have a breach to the circulatory system.
And try to piece together what happened.
There's been a frenzied attack within that building.
It has sufficient malice aforethought to be considered murder. Minutes to the job.
In Newcastle, crime scene cleaners Scott Birdsall and Keith Rowlandson are heading to the aftermath of a stabbing.
Hopefully it's not as bad as we think.
Police believe a victim was attacked and chased into a block of flats, bleeding heavily.
Hopefully the tenants aren't bothered about being there. They'll kick off. I wouldn't like to be told I had to stay until I was done.
High traffic communal areas require urgent decontamination.
So at the moment, the guys are just starting to get the PPE on.
On scene, Tony Earnshaw, with over a decade of experience, will oversee the clean.
These jobs come in, and within 2 or 3 hours, we've got to be on site. There's time pressures because it's a communal area, because there could be children living in the flats, because of people wanting to come and go. It's important we get it done.
Police suspect a drug dispute triggered the knife attack. Blood stains the entrance.
Quite a lot of blood. There's a fair bit in there.
And a trail leads up to the first floor.
Stairs all the way up.
I've pretty much been to every sort of crime scene you could imagine, and this looks like there's been a frenzied attack.
Watch your step, mate.
Knives are carried so freely by young people. It could be a drugs territory war, gang on gang. It could be a drugs dispute.
Knife crime is a real problem in the UK right now. As a forensic pathologist, I deal with too many cases.
In 2024, UK knife crime reached a record high, with over 50,000 offences.
Right, you're nicked. You are now nicked for possession of a bladed article.
The majority of gang-related knife crime is drug-related.
Purposes of search, Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act search, all right?
Street-level drug disputes are fueling gang violence. Knives are the weapon of choice, easy to carry and hard to trace.
Young people, to prove themselves, they get given a knife, and then it escalates up.
Most teens killed in the UK are stabbed. 83% die from knives.
The most common type of blade which I encounter is Rambo knife. It's a huge knife. It's a nasty, heavy weapon.
The Newcastle attacker fled the scene, and no weapon was recovered by police.
Drug-related crimes historically have always involved weaponry to intimidate, to threaten, and actually carry out their crimes. Well, looking at the amount of blood left at the scene, this person's lucky to be able to move down that corridor like they have done and to still be alive.
The victim survived the attack, but no arrests have yet been made.
Very often in cases like these, the victim does not want to speak to the authorities, does not want the police to investigate it.
There's fear of retaliation, either from the original perpetrator or maybe from the criminal underworld.
Police believe the victim sought refuge inside a flat. The door, marked by deep knife marks, stands as a chilling testament to the victim's ordeal.
Because it looks like this has been the property that they've tried to get into, being stubborn at not having it.
Baton Rouge suffers from alarming levels of drugs, crime and poverty. And on the front line is crime scene cleaner Larry Douglas and his team at Extreme Cleaners.
We do crime scenes, any kind of drug labs.
Right, so mustard gas.
Death scenes, homicides.
We touch the slimy and the grimy. Is that shit?
No two scenes are ever the same. It's always an adventure.
The area has one of the highest crime rates in the USA.
They have tons of drive-bys. It's not safe for kids and families.
I moved away from here just so I can be able to drive to the store and not feel like there's going to be a bullet through my back.
All day long, we hear sirens, we hear gunshots. That's good for business.
City Hall have identified 3 dangerous drug dens across Baton Rouge that harbour criminals, violence and illegal production of narcotics. They have enlisted Larry and his team to clear them out.
Let's do safety vests. We need the sharps containers.
This job today is huge. Doing 3 at one time, we're gonna have to throw all our resources at it.
All right, we're gonna get going.
Larry will oversee the removal of all the camps today.
The first one we're going to is in the back corner of a neighborhood. They took over the woods. We never know what we're going to run into with these areas. And we've also had some acts of violence. We have people pull out weapons on us. They've even killed each other. They have knives in the trees hidden. The area we're going to be doing is in this woods over here right now. I have a background in law enforcement, and so knowing how to handle a weapon means that if I do have a .40 caliber handgun for protection.
Before clearing any of the drug dens, they must assess the sites. Too dangerous to go alone, Larry is joined by team leader Morgan Phillips.
Morgan's one of our more experienced workers now. She is definitely a future leader of the company. We're actually more than a team, we're a family.
All right. I'm a mom, I have 3 kids. So going into any drug encampment is scary. It comes with a lot of emotional distress. So sometimes you have to just disassociate and think about it, it's just a job. We have to get this done.
Down there's 3 syringes and a drain, another syringe here. We have 2 people leaving the area. We're in here doing the drug activity. How many other people are in here? Anyone else in here? So this encampment is a high public area. Kids have to walk next to this camp. You can see we're in a neighborhood where kids play. A lot of dangers for them. There's a basketball from a kid. So going in here, it's going to be extremely dangerous. Hello? We have to make sure we know what kind of hazards and possible threats are there. Hello? We have a hammer here, and we just recently had a homicide where they put a cord around their neck, similar to the one up here, and use the hammer to bash his brains in. So we have to be really careful in here. So instead of really being an encampment, it's a drug den. Hello? There's some noise out here. Knife. You never know who's going to be there. They put booby traps and have weapons.
This encampment is a lot like the ones that you'll find anywhere in the United States. You'll see, evidence of violence.
It's an enormous encampment that goes all the way back there.
The weapons are all makeshift weapons, pieces of knives, ice picks, and stuff like that.
We have definitely a lot of drug activity here. Everywhere you look, you find a syringe, another one down here. There are some people still around. They're walking around the scene. Well, their encampment, their drug encampment. They're doing a lot of illegal activity.
In Baton Rouge, we have a large homeless population, and oftentimes you'll see encampments like this around town where they're pretty intricate. One of the big things that poses a threat to a lot of citizens of the community is the overwhelming use of drugs.
When we start talking about drugs, especially in a homeless circumstance, there's no other source of income to buy drugs. It's not like they got jobs. So the only way that they can get their drugs is to do something that is usually criminal.
They got tubing there. Typically, that's used for making meth lab, so they're probably doing meth out here also. Another syringe right in front of me.
Syringes can be used to shoot up a lot of different type of drugs. The main ones are meth and fentanyl or heroin.
When it comes down to this sort of narcotics use, the biggest cost is going to be on that community that's within a 2-block radius in any given direction, because they're going to suffer the most theft, they're going to suffer the most break-ins.
We're right by apartments, which I think there's a lot of children out playing around and stuff like that. As a mom, it's very scary because if a child was injected with a needle or even come in contact with a baggie that has some residue left behind, it can kill them instantly.
While searching the drug den, Morgan discovers evidence of further criminal activity.
Wallets, seen quite a few of those. Identification cards, pieces of electronics, a lot of chargers, other tools. There's wallets scattered everywhere.
Drugs will always impact theft because you have to steal to get your drugs.
We have our company vehicles parked over there with one of our people guarding it to make sure no one comes along. This is the magnitude of what we have to cover.
Facing the enormity of the clean ahead, Larry gathers the team to warn them of the dangers.
All right, we're getting ready to do a major encampment, and this isn't just regular pickup stuff. There's a knife in there. There's a lot of danger to it. Also, there's a lot of activity of people around. So keep your head on a swivel. But we got to bang this out pretty quick because you see we got a lot of people here. And we got to get the next 2 sites after this. So, all right, anyone have any questions? All right.
Found another knife.
Saying it's not on the walls very much up here. It's obviously just been dripping on you when he's come up running up. The initial attack must have been downstairs.
In Newcastle, crime scene cleaners Scott Birdsall and Keith Rowlandson are tackling the aftermath of a brutal stabbing. A bleeding victim was pursued into a block of flats.
You can actually follow the trail of blood where the person's been attacked.
It's awful that people go around stabbing people, do you know what I mean?
The victim made his way up the communal stairway, where the attack appears to have reached a standoff.
I'm just trying to get in the first door he could. To try and get away.
Police suspect the victim and suspect were known to each other.
There were multiple slashes and stabbing motions. I think this was an intimidation tactic. So he was so enraged and angry, and he just wanted to scare and dominate the victim.
The residents of the flats can't return until all biohazard is cleared from the area.
We're going to start with a step first.
Once we get in, we need to start with the most immediate bodily spillage which is in front of us. We work from the front door, into the hall, up the stairs.
I'm just going to work from here, mate.
Scott is using a highly corrosive cleaning agent to remove the blood, which can burn the skin and damage the respiratory system if mishandled.
Start that time, this spray that. Probably going to be best using the brush to give this a good scrub it off. Spray it, right, I'll probably need a few sprays on the concrete, like.
When blood seeps into concrete, it penetrates deep within its pores, making it extremely challenging to remove.
Takes a little bit of time with the concrete. Set yourself little goals and times and things like that. So I'll go in, I'll say, right, this is going to take 2 hours. We'll try and get it done in an hour and a half.
Scott finds himself uniquely suited to the job.
Every day is different. I've got ADHD and being on the same sites over and over again started getting a bit frustrating for us. Here you go from job to job, so it works well for me ADHD. So obviously you have a good laugh with your colleagues. So it's really good. I really enjoy it. We've been to work, but it's still not very pleasant.
When you're confronted with a stabbing scene, you can tell quite a lot from how blood appears. A lot of the blood that you see is a lot of this straight down spotting. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was an incident that took place over quite an extended period of time. It's not somebody that's been stabbed and then one party's run one way, one party's run the other.
Most people who'd be attacked in such a manner obviously would feel a great deal of fear. This surge of adrenaline can make you more ready for physical action by increasing your blood pressure, your heart rate. But it can also, in some cases, be a disadvantage because the person being attacked is so overwhelmed with fear and anxiety that they freeze.
I'm just going to finish this bit off, mate. We'll go upstairs, we'll get everything clean, all the handrails, banisters, floor.
After chemicals have been applied to the ground floor, Scott and Keith turn their focus to the next floor.
I'll start taking plans for that upstairs.
Where, hidden in amongst some bags of rubbish, is a link to a possible motive for this attack.
There was drug paraphernalia down there, so that has to be disposed of. I think that's for smoking cannabis. Yes, that's for smoking cannabis. And I'm assuming that's the same. So then we'll go in the biohazard, and then that'll go in the furnace with everything else. Just back now and start with a clean again. It's crazy what people do, isn't it?
And as the team progress, they confront another terrifying aspect of this crime.
Smashed all that window.
The back door to the block reveals a calculated attempt to reach the victim.
Looks like an axe or something, doesn't it? I just chopped at the grass with an axe.
It's a sharp object. Yes, it could be a knife, could be a dagger.
They've got that weapon for a reason, and that's to threaten, to intimidate, to wound, and to murder.
Down there's 3 syringes and a drain. There's a lot of dangers here for children in the neighborhood.
Back in Baton Rouge, ex-detective turned crime scene cleaner Larry Douglas is at the first of 3 drug dens being cleared today.
Morgan's down here is one of my team leaders. They've gotten started. It's going to take a few hours.
With needles scattered everywhere, the team faces constant danger and must remain vigilant at all times.
Try to only grab where you can see. See, look, there's a needle right here. I think we need a grabber.
The reason to clean these encampments up because they pose a public health risk. Drug abuse, syringes, crime. We can have deaths in these encampments.
Right there in the middle. You're good.
Specialist grabbers and puncture-proof gloves are used to collect needles, which are then disposed of in sharps containers.
When drug users drop their needles, they're not going to recap it, so you can get poked. That's going to lead to, number one, possibility of a drug exposure, but the more important is you're exposing yourself to diseases, hepatitis, HIV, anything like that.
They're everywhere.
This could be a lollipop, or this could be a, what's it called, a stent to a needle.
I know.
Just throw it away.
Oh, here you go.
Start working on getting in there. Pokemon cards. Bro. No good ones.
The camp's inhabitants are given 24 hours to vacate.
We assist them in giving them big, heavy-duty contractor bags to load their stuff up.
Anything left behind is cleared. With the clean underway, Larry leaves 6 of his team to tackle the first encampment while he moves on to the next site.
So now I'm off to Drusilla, which is a large encampment, drug encampment, and we're gonna see how the team's doing and see what kind of hazards they've been coming across there.
5 miles across town is the second drug den that the council have ordered to be cleared today. It's hidden away under a busy flyover.
All right, we're gonna check out this location. Always carry my gun because we never know who we're going to run into. Similar locations, we've had knives underneath the bridges and such and pulled, so we want to make sure we're well armed. There's a lot of heavy greenery, a lot of traffic on the sidewalks. They get trails coming through, so we want to make sure we're armed and prepared for the situation. So over here we have 2 different camps. Drugs the other day. Is he gone?
When we get a call for a drug encampment, sometimes the people are still there, and, you know, we're literally evicting them from their home, and they do become combative.
Leading this site is crime scene cleaning veteran Colby Lynn Bro.
Is anybody over there?
With the drug den seemingly empty, her colleague Tanya Carwick makes an alarming discovery.
Yes. Wrapped up like that and buried with that rock on top of it like this. Somebody put that there. There was a knife wrapped up in a paper or something, and it was about like this long, and it had blood on the paper.
6-inch knife.
Look at that. They hid that there in case they had to grab it and hurt somebody. But I'm thankful I found it, so nobody gets hurt with it.
There's somebody over there. Hold on.
Go! Go!
Hey!
There's somebody over there. There's somebody over there on that one. Tell him he gotta go. And I'm not staying here by myself.
Larry and Colby approach the makeshift shelter, now aware there is someone living inside this large box.
Police are not always there, so you definitely have to have your wits about you. Yeah, they do get combative.
You gotta back up and go, babe. We gotta clean this. It's moving day.
You want a trash bag?
We got some trash bags that'll help you.
I'm gonna go grab one. Here's a couple trash bags for you.
Where do we go?
I don't know.
I'll be right out there on that street.
Yes, sir. You just can't be.
By law, you can't kick us out of here.
Okay, well, you can either go on your own or we can call the cops. It's out of our...
Go ahead and call the cops.
You want to call the cops?
Yeah, I need to make a report.
Make a report. I do like getting the needles and everything off the street, but if we could leave their stuff, I would. It's their homes, you know, so they try to protect what they think is theirs. He said he won't call the cops. He said he won't call the cops.
With the man refusing to leave, Larry is forced to call in the sheriff. While they wait, the team push on.
I'm just pick up around here.
It's not long until they find the signs of illegal drug activity.
This is what they use to burn the drugs, melt it down so they're able to suck it up through the syringe.
And it's got residue all over it.
All over it.
Certainly a large portion of the homeless population has substance abuse disorder, has other mental health disorders. There is an overflow issue that occurs because of criminal activity, people begging for money, drug abuse, very violent situations.
The police have now arrived on scene to evict the homeless man refusing to leave the area.
A lot of times the police department provide extra security so we can do our job.
When the sheriff showed up, the guy really got combative, so he, you know, handcuffed him, and he kept trying to pull his knife out.
Motherfucker.
If something could be a threat, I'm always looking. Man reached for the knife, and he yelled at me. So I got the knife from him and went and got rid of it. It was big, like it was a bush knife. I mean, it was a big knife. I mean, he would have done some damage to the cop had I not grabbed it. It can get very, very hairy. They're definitely capable of killing. Try to take it away from him.
Yes, I got it on camera.
They'll have hidden weapons, and the guy pulled out a huge knife. We didn't realize he had it. So a situation like that can escalate very quickly.
With the man arrested by police, the team get back to work. But with volatile, evicted drug users circling the site, cleaners must remain on their guard.
I see a guy over there.
He's throwing shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, bro. Let's go.
People do some strange things.
In a block of flats, crime scene cleaners Scott Birdsall and Keith Rowlinson from UK Commercial Group are sanitising the aftermath of a violent drug dispute. The area is sealed off, but residents are growing restless.
Why are they? Looking for shut that back door, that glass up on his father. Aye, why aye.
The team, now working on the top floor, can't afford to drop the pace. But the relentless scrubbing of dried blood is starting to take its toll.
Dried blood is a very difficult substance to remove, especially if the blood is pooled and it's become a congealed mass. You have to wet the blood to try and get it softer again.
The warm days also sweating. Yeah, it's tiring.
Working within these environments can be really hard on our members of staff. The PPE can get really hot.
Does get a little bit tiring sometimes, but we'll get there. We've nearly neutralised all the blood. I'm done up here. I will make sure everything's bagged up and taped, sprayed.
With the blood stains removed, there is just one vital phase to go.
So it's all neutralised, it's all clean. This is just like a sparkle clean to give it a spruce up, to make it nice, smell nice. It's a disinfectant with a nice lemon scent. This is the stage we like the best, because obviously it's coming to an end. It gets you thinking sometimes, like, how can people go on like the way they do? With knife crimes, stabbings and things like that. It's like, it baffles me. I got some bags there.
After 4 hours of cleaning, these flats are finally clear of all traces of blood contamination.
And that is a job complete. It's all good.
Now the property and the area has been made safe, the residents can return.
But with inquiries ongoing, the crime may remain a mystery.
If somebody's entrenched in this criminal lifestyle, they're less likely to snitch on their perpetrator.
That's everything that needs to go in there, isn't it?
So if it is gang warfare, then they have their own way of dealing with things. You know, you don't go to the police. You get revenge with you and your own crew.
Back in Baton Rouge, Larry has sent a third unit to another drug-infested encampment under a highway. Leading this clean is Tanya Carwick.
I got 5 kids and 9 grandkids. So actually, my daughter found the job for me on Facebook, of all things. But I'm still learning stuff. I mean, you have to be very cautious.
The way the bridge is built, they can sit up on a wall and shoot up. You can really tuck up in the corner, so it's definitely a dangerous encampment.
Tanya brings difficult first-hand experience to the job.
I don't like syringes on the ground. I don't like pipes, anything like that. I'm a recovering addict, but it bothers me because I got myself clean. They can get themselves cleaned if they really want to. It helps me stay away from it because I look at these people and I feel so sorry for them because that could have been me. I'm sorry. But I'm very thankful because I could be out on the streets like them. They could be cleaning my syringes or whatever it is I might be doing.
Unfortunately, a lot of times we have drug addiction that goes along with homelessness, and it causes lots of issues. On a stimulant, you become less likely to check your behavior. They may be more agitated, jittery, more aggressive.
We found this syringe with a huge needle on it. See that? Look at that. It is a very rough environment. We have a new encampment behind me that we just got put up there. We got a lot of syringes. Surprised we haven't found a dead body through here, though.
Right now, we're in the midst of the opiate epidemic. Fentanyl use is the #1 issue that we deal with when we're dealing with the homeless encampments based on the number of deaths that we see related to overdoses.
Oh, lovely. Look at what we have here. That is so horrible.
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid. It's even more powerful than heroin. And so why do people use it? Well, they use it because it gets them high. I mean, there's a euphoric effect to it. The problem is that if you use too much of it, it creates central nervous system depression and respiratory depression. So you stop breathing. And when you stop breathing, you stop living.
I see these pennies here.
They cook on stuff like this. They cook up cocaine and make it into hard rock, which is called crack cocaine.
Keeping Baton Rouge clean is important to me. I don't like to go down the road and see all the needles, everything like that. I've had to work around certain things that I was addicted to. And in the beginning, it was kind of hard, but it's not hard no more. I make sure we see and get everything because of the way my past was.
With Tanya's encampment safely cleared,
Walk over to her.
Larry's conducting a final check on the remaining 2 drug dens.
So you almost done?
Almost done, boss.
None of our people got hurt or anything?
No, we all good. When we finish cleaning up an encampment, I feel mixed emotions, you know. I'm glad that we're making the city back pretty, but at the same time, I feel a sense of sadness because we literally just took somebody's home.
Well, finish it up and I'll catch up with you. Thanks.
All right.
This job is always physically, mentally, and emotionally draining. It kind of breaks my heart sometimes to make them leave these areas because that is the only home they have. But we also do have to think about the community and the children. The amount of paraphernalia we get off the streets was incredible.
Larry is returning to the first camp of the day.
Hello? Well, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. They even did a lot of raking. So this one, they did a really great job.
When we do the camps, I feel sorry for them. Nobody says when they're little, I want to grow up to be a drug addict. You know what I mean? Nobody says that.
So we're wrapping up for the day. We did a really good job. I'm very happy with everything. Nice and safe and clean, and it looks great.
Decontaminate everything.
Tact 48 is a family-run crime scene cleaning business.
I'm gonna spray everything.
At the helm, Dad David Lesafre.
I've seen hundreds and hundreds of crime scenes. We service the whole state of Arizona. When people call us, they don't know who to call next, and they're looking for a solution. Hey guys, I know you just got done with a job, but we got another one we gotta go do. It's police cars that need to get cleaned up. I don't know, but we need to make sure we do a good job because this municipality's been giving us a lot of work lately.
Okay, we can do that.
4 patrol cars have returned to the station, contaminated with bodily fluids.
I'm gonna meet you guys there so that we're not all cramped in the...
David's 18-year-old son, Xander Lesafre, is leading the job. Along with crime scene cleaners Libby Burchett and Taylor Stevens, he must give each vehicle a full biohazard clean.
Can you check the GPS? It says we're about 5 minutes out. We have several contracts with different cities to clean their patrol cars. I see a lot of throw up, blood, and a lot of urine. All the fun stuff.
Libby's been working with Tact 48 for 2 years and knows how challenging these jobs can be.
They called me out at like 6 a.m. on a Sunday. A man they arrested had excreted every single bodily fluid that you could think of. Spit, urine, feces, throw up, blood.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I hope these ones aren't that bad. No.
Get off of me! Just get her in the car.
After being arrested, detainees are often restrained in the back of police cars for their own safety and that of the officer.
Stop kicking us! I'm gonna kick you right now!
Assault and violence can soon turn these vehicles into crime scenes themselves.
Stop acting up! Stop!
But released bodily fluids,
I have to hear.
sometimes deliberate, turn police cars into active biohazard zones.
I don't know what's going on.
And with Phoenix's patrol cars in short supply,
Let's get started. Go.
the team must get these vehicles cleaned and back out fast.
All right, you guys ready? Yep, let's do it.
The first police car has just returned from a difficult arrest.
There's like slobber. Bodily fluids found inside police vehicle. Happens all the time. Happens a lot.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the other side. It's here and over there.
The person may have a communicable disease. These are the times that we make it a point to call out.
These solid vacuum-formed seats in the back of patrol cars are known as prisoner seating. They are designed to be non-absorbent. Even the seat belts are wiped down plastic instead of fabric.
We want to make sure that we clean police vehicles quick because it gets the cars back on patrol. But if we don't remove the biohazard, it can make people sick. So we have to make sure we get everything done properly.
There are a lot of reasons why people may release bodily fluids in the back of our patrol cars. They can intentionally defecate, intentionally urinate, in hopes that we may not want to deal with them. It could be stress and reality setting in. We may have people that are mentally ill that intentionally release bodily fluids.
First, they spray a live enzyme solution on all the surfaces to release any dried body fluids.
So I'm going to spray everything down, even though it may not look like it's dirty. It very much might be, so better be safe than sorry. Now I'm going to spray our chemical B.
The second chemical spray is a sodium hypochlorite bleach-based solution.
Bodily fluids can be significantly difficult to clean. Vomit particularly is difficult because of its consistency, because of its texture, and because of that novel smell that most crime scene cleaners are routinely exposed to.
What is this for? Nobody's that short.
If your arms are behind your back,
Oh.
like that, then your
Oh,
arms
so
are
they
going to need
don't
a little
hurt.
slot like that.
Yeah, okay. But still, that still looks uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sure. But, I mean, you're not really supposed to be comfortable when you're...
In a police car?
Yeah. I think my side is good.
I think my side's good now, too.
The vehicle may now be cleaned.
Are we done?
Yeah. We walking to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with 3 more contaminated patrol cars urgently needed back on the streets, there's no time to rest.
It looks like someone had some throw up and stuff in here.
Vomit is a serious biohazard.
Oh my God, that's so gross.
Throw up everywhere.
And the back seats of all 3 remaining patrol cars are covered in it.
Vomit we can get for a lot of reasons. The vast majority is overconsumption of alcohol. It could also be underlying medical conditions, heat exhaustion. It's extreme heat in Arizona.
Vomit can contain potentially deadly pathogens like typhoid and hepatitis.
Now I'm going to spray our chemical B.
To get all these vehicles cleaned in time, the team split up.
Spray disinfects all the nasty germs.
I'm going to grab a green scrub pad, and I'm just going to kind of agitate it.
When vomit is projected from the mouth or even the nose, we now have very tiny stains that can blend in with other aspects of the vehicle or of the scene.
I'm spraying everything off again. I'm making sure that I pull out the seatbelt all the way and wiping it down.
All the vomit is cleaned up, but I like to go through and just disinfect all the floor.
After nearly 3 hours of intensive cleaning.
All right, and we're done.
Libby, take after photos.
All 4 police cars are decontaminated, ready to return back out on patrol. And as the client is the local police department, Zander goes the extra mile.
I didn't see any biohazard waste in the main cabin, but because I am so nice, Might as well give a light touch-up.
Crime scene cleaners, I love them because they take care of our cars in ways that we can't. They do an amazing job of making sure they get the vehicle serviced as quick as possible and back inside the fleet.
Perfect.